Hey everyone, it is me, KawaiiPanda123, and today I'm doing something a little different. It's a Draw My Life video, and sorry, my drawing's bad and my writing's messy, so. I was born on the 1st of March, 2004, and that was when a little baby girl called Saskia was born. I was born in England, that was where I was born, so yeah. I was born in a hospital, and that hospital is still something that means a lot to me because that's where I came to life in. I was a very small child, a little worrying too small. I wasn't that average screaming child. I was very happy. Like, I did not cry at all. I just sat there and just pretty much just did my own thing. And my parents said I apparently didn't want to be born yet. So people in my family, so there's my mom. She is a lovely lady and I love her so much, and she's always been there for me through thick and thin times, and I just love her. The next member is my dad. He's also been supportive of my YouTube channel and everything that I do. He's also been there for me. Of course, there's me and my family, and there's also my cat who I forgot to, add, so sorry, Gordon. Then there's my sister Sophie. We're like best friends, and it's really hard to be separated. Then there's her fiance, but they moved out. But they're engaged and they're happy, and I love them together, and I would never picture myself hating him. When 4 months later, so my dad used to travel to Australia a lot before I was born. He used to backpack over there and tour it, and it was amazing. So when I was born, when I was only 4 months old, my whole family went over to Australia. So then, I could look at it for the first time. We went on the Sydney Harbour Bridge and everything, and it was just, Dad took photos, and I still have these photos, and they're just amazing. But the crazy part is, this is like a little image of Australia, but the crazy part was that I travelled to Australia at 4 months old, and mainly people don't believe me in that, but when I ask my parents, then I can just see their faces go from sure to oh my god. It's pretty funny. So I'm going to skip the kindergarten because nothing really happened. So in 2008, I started my first year at school. There was me, and I was that shy kid, so there's all these kids that were like, yay, my first day, but then there's me just holding onto my dad's hand, just like, don't let me go. So I screamed and cried until he actually walked me into class, and if I think back at it, it's quite humiliating, and I called myself a wimp. So the primary elementary school, it's okay, but it was hell. My teacher hated me, and I was a very naughty child. I didn't have many friends the first few weeks, and it was actually quite upsetting because I was playing on my own. So I had no friends, absolutely no friends. But what really brightened my day is this young girl came over to me and asked me if I wanted to play. I said yeah, and her name is Holly, and we're still best friends even 8 years after I met her, and we're still best friends to this day. She introduced me to her other friend who I'm still best friends with, and her name's Natalie, and they made me feel things that I've never felt before, and they're still my best friends. I was at that school from prep to year 3, and one day I came home from school and my parents were sitting on the little lounge room because my sister came and got me because she just learned how to drive, and they didn't look too happy about telling me something. I knew it was happy for them, but it wasn't really happy for me. I was only 7 years old and they told me that we were moving to Australia. I thought about how upsetting it would be to leave my friends, but the main thing is that my heart was broken. The main thing was that I had a wicked story to tell my friends at school. It was really hard saying goodbye to everyone at school and everyone was crying when I left. But the saddest part was that my sister wasn't moving for another year. She wasn't at university or anything, but she wanted to finish her term at work, and that lasted like a year, so she stayed with my grandparents. So I had no sister. It really hurts because me and my sister have a very big bond, and if we were split up, it would hurt so much. And being separated for a year really hurt, and I didn't have one, and it felt like a big chunk out of me was missing. So on my first day at an Australian school, at primary school, I went to a private, I still go to this school now. It's a private school, and it's like primary to the end of your whole thing. I hated it. Like in primary, I absolutely hated it. So, sorry, that was my cat. So I had absolutely no friends. It's quite sad. I used to get bullied, and there was the I Hate Saskia club, but the girl who made that confronted me, and we're best friends right now. I was called worthless. I was called the B word. I was told to kill myself, but this one girl came over to me and she made me feel things that I'd never felt before in my life. We are still best friends to this day, and without her, I wouldn't be here today. Instead of Saskia, I Hate Saskia Club, she told me that I was beautiful. Instead of thinking about killing myself, she made me think about how much I mattered to the world. Instead of calling me the B word, she called me a British rose. And I turned that frown upside down, and eventually I realized how much people did care about me, and she saved my life. But I couldn't get the bullying out of me, and I didn't want to tell my parents. It was even harder because my dad was in a different country at the time, working, so it was just me and my mom at the time, and my sister because she moved over. So I had that girl over for dinner that time. That was my mom cooking dinner, and she didn't know. So my dad was in the other country, so pretend he's here. So we were talking about the girl who bullies me, and my friend told my mom. My mum was actually shook, and that made me feel even worse. And my dad even cried. That girl, me getting it out, really set my life straight. I've been bullied from 2012 all the way to 2017 to this day about numerous things. I get teased about my channel, everything. But I'll explain that later. In 2014, I knew about YouTube ages ago, but I found out how to actually create a YouTube channel. So I scrolled through YouTube, I found out how to create one, and there was this big button that says create channel. And knowing me, I clicked it. I started finding this game called Minecraft, and then Minecraft roleplays. And I was getting 1k after 2k after 3k after 4k after 5k after 6k. Eventually I'm almost at 15k, and it's amazing. I have a big group of girlfriends, and they mean so much to me. They're always there to support me. We always tease each other about everything. And these girls are everything to me, and I don't know what I would do if I lost them. But sadly, that one girl who saved my life is going to a different school. But I'm so happy with my friends. There are some bad people at my school who yell, KawaiiPanda123, how much your shirts, is a joke. And then they tell me I suck, my YouTube sucks, my videos are cringy, how they get apparently AIDS from it. And they tease me about playing Minecraft. But there are some good people who says keep up the good work. And there are some people that say you're amazing at what you do. You keep going, girl. And that's what I look for. But the people who don't do it are just jealous. But without you, I wouldn't be here making this video right now. You have made me so happy. And without you, I'd be nothing. I love you guys so much, and I know I say that a lot, but this time and all times I mean it. Without you, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have the things that I have. I wouldn't have anything. Remember to go check out my merch store, lovekp.com. Click the latest video here, subscribe here, and that would just mean the world to me. Share the video. And yeah, my merch store Instagram that I post on the story a lot is at lovekp.store on Instagram, and follow me on Twitter at KawaiiSassy. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week with another video. Please don't forget that if you're ever being bullied, you must tell an adult. See ya. Love you.